And now, from the Southern Colorado campus of CSU-Pueblo, this is the Today Online with news, events, videos, and photos.
Prior to May 9th of 2009, CSU-Pueblo had offered free bus rides via city transit for students and staff. That service has since been stopped. Can you tell those interested why this has happened?
Currently, we're in the summer session, so we don't have students living on the off-sites and in housing. One is, for the next year, it hasn't been decided if we will re-enter a contract. At least from my point of view, I cannot support such a contract. The contract cost in excess of $100,000. 50% of it was paid by housing, 25% by parking operations, and 25% from student fee reserves. At a prorated rate, there was 14,608 rides, which would equate to $6.84 per ride per person. Currently with the transit services, students are offered a discounted rate of 75 cents per person per ride to wherever their destination is. The students were very much neglected in some views with this contract. As you can see, the City of Pueblo benefited largely from this contract, and it neglected the students of CSU. My recommendation to the administration on this topic is to implement a new program that revolves more around the students' point of view and in their better interests. We can take an example of the University of Northern Colorado had a similar service with the Greeley City Transit, and they would offer bus rides to different places close to the Greeley campus for $150,000 a year. UNC then took a new approach and looked at contracting with a local taxi cab service and give a kind of voucher program. In 2 years, that cost was cut to $60,000. I think we need to be more open to these ideas as we come around to a new year, especially in the financial crunch that higher education is in Colorado. Also with the bus service, it was only offered 6 days a week from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Taxi cab services obviously would be available 24/7, and obviously that would lead to a more productive student life on campus, and the students wouldn't be restricted to just those 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. hours. Parking operations did offer a shuttle service from OUC library to the offsites. This was paid for on top of the $100,000 by parking operations. Parking operations gets their budget mainly from buying your parking passes and being fined and breaking the parking operations code.
Mr. Titus, you mentioned the college out in Greeley having a program similar. When you think about CSU Pueblo, what other types of programs have you thought about that would be more effective other than the current discount of 75 cents per ride? Is there anything that you can think of?
One, if we can reach out to the community and offer some kind, I know they already have a discounted price for season or for different monthly passes, maybe create a program where we set up a fund of a smaller amount obviously than $100,000, and students needing a pass can go there and get it. Not a lot of students were to take advantage of this program because most drive. Some do take advantage of the transit, and we don't really have statistics on if it was students, faculty, staff, or what. But we do know that the cost was forwarded by the students. All the money except the part of the parking operations were directly paid by the students.
Now, how was that particular program advertised, or was it advertised for students?
I think it was geared more towards housing. I don't think the general population really knew about it. There might have been flyers and whatnot, but it was not advertised heavily, I don't believe. I mean, it was kind of hard. When the buses were to come to their stops on campus, you'd see maybe 1 or 2 people in it, and I never saw anyone get on or off. I mean, it's a really hard seeing $100,000 go to waste like that. And when I mean waste, that was a waste.
Well, in any future program, how will advertising be handled? Would it be handled differently?
That would be up to the administration. Obviously, ASG really doesn't have a role in advertising these programs. I would definitely like to see these entities that are controlling these kind of contracts advertise things better instead of it just being a hidden amenity to students. I don't like hidden anything. I like it all to be up front and forward so people can take advantage of their opportunities at CSU Pueblo.